So let's talk about the third business that I've tried. This one is printing business. So we started this business with a friend of mine. It was a partnership. I'll talk about Nyaya's partnership on another episode. But this printing business, right of Famba Shakanaka. We were printing my business cards, my flyers, my posters, my books, anything that needed printing, and we're using machine in the bizarre. Don't know how it's a popular machine in the printing sector. Tatakaitenga ku South Africa. It was a good second hand. Ikauya futi nebus. I'm always buying things from South Africa and ndichiunza nebus, but yeah, we did this business tichitorenta a place mtown umopa place inongozikanwa kuti iri popular kana muchiziva inonzi Azhari bunambuya nehandle Azhari building ipapa. Yeah, we had a room yataitorenta tichitoprinta and all that, and zvaitofaya because tatakutozikanwa kuti zvoni panoprintwa mabusiness cards. I think taitomaita $3 for 100 and all that. Mapepa tichitora iko kumapopular companies anozikanwa Anita paper, different types of paper that you use for different types of printing that you are doing. And I remember my NGO, I told we to print to print my books, for their advocacy work. And we're complementing it green printing my t-shirts and so forth, but of course that's one we were subcontracting. So when we were doing this business, we were working elsewhere. And title right of it like side hustle, which led to like the collapse of this business. I even name employee, I also graphic designing and printing. So this employee, yeah, it's a lesson learned here. You know what? Munano gonna lead to your downfall. It's actually no employer. It's either they make you succeed or they make you fail. I gonna kutoya pa my weekend, which is something else that I find out later on after tatofara. I wear my weekends or print or peza toner. One thing about this bizarre, my toner anodura, emaningirina. No sama like 4 main colors and cyan, magenta and so forth. And my colors were each toner, cost about $80 and $90. So can you imagine I should appear and it you need 400. You think I is a toner. I'm coming. You need about mommy diaries. You need about 400 to buy all those toners. So that's expensive. So I'm not kushanda marino. It say not so all that. So I just can do it. Marating to shanda at the end of the day as consulting a matona because I will print my big projects per weekend by beauty and access to office and shanda. So that's one of the downside of business. They put him you are not hands on. Someone else is managing. But if you have the time, you could be devoted to this ushita work, you'd need to learn like graphic designing. And designing my business cards, you charge for designing, and then no charge for printing, and then no compliment and as you a t-shirt printing and all, and you can easily buy my machine my smaller one 8% and so forth China, and then use that those machines to complement spiral binding, laminating or complement my services. But ulipo uchidzidzira izvozvo graphic designing fana mazuva AI, it's so easy for you to do graphic designing. Kana kuve self-taught, ana Corel, nana Adobe Premiere Pro is something that you can just learn in your spare time. Kana kushandisa Canva, then you learn how to do my basic designing, and then you do the printing. I've seen even in the place that I live in, I know someone I know to basic typing services and printing basic printers Microsoft Word. So these are the business that you can actually do, and you need to safeguard yourself against my mistakes that I did. Manager someone, but it also comes from the fear for more employment. But success or failure of that side hustle, determine on how you are managing it. So yeah, business reprinting and basic branding is actually a good business for you to start with. You don't really need much money. I know when you it was less than 300, I think. Yeah, it wasn't expensive. So try it. You never know.